guys is don't give up. Do not give up. You're gonna try, and especially if you're like me, coming from no background of cosmetic at all, do not give up. I was turned down from a lot of people. I was turned down from Sephora like 4 times. I was turned down by Ulta. I was turned down by any cosmetic position I've applied for. I've done them all, and no one was giving me a chance. I had to try Macy's like 3 times to get to this point. It's just about really being passionate about this and really wanting to be able to do it. They can see if that's who you really are. So just don't give up on that. If you're really passionate about this, keep going, keep trying. You're gonna get turned down a few times, but that's just life in general. It's not with just cosmetics, that's anywhere. Hey y'all, so today I'm gonna be doing my how I got the job and process at a cosmetic counter. I wrote down some questions that I get asked a lot, so I will be reading those and trying to give the best advice that I can. If you are interested on how to get a cosmetic position, then please keep watching, and yeah. So first question, where do you work? I'm gonna cross them out as I talk. A counter in Macy's. I work at Laura Mercier Cosmetics. If you're not familiar with her, a lot of her stuff is sold in Sephora, and she has very few counters, but they're pretty up there. Another one is do I like it? I really love it. It's probably the best job that I've ever had. I'm so happy here. I love the people, and it's an amazing job. I have been working here for about going on 3 months now, and I'm in love with it. I did go through 3 interviews. I applied in December of 2012, and I did get a call back. I think that was for a seasonal position, but I applied. Something had happened with another Macy's in the Houston area, and a lot of them had to be moved over to that particular one. So I wasn't able to get the job. So that was that situation. So I guess in a way I did kind of get turned down. Then I went back again in April. I interviewed again. They did remember me, so that's good. I went through an interview with the Macy's. Okay, so I interviewed with the Macy's manager, and the interview went well. She remembered me from December. Then I got a call back to get another interview in. She passed on my resume to the Laura Mercier person because there was 3 counters that were open, and I chose Laura Mercier, which I'm so glad that I did, because the other ones were just anyway, so I'm glad that I chose Laura. So I did get interviewed with 2 people that day, so I do kind of consider that 2 interviews because they combined the 2 people in one interview instead of me doing separately, which would have been originally what would have happened. So I did get interviewed with the Laura Mercier event coordinator and the like Laura Mercier manager. I'm not sure exactly what her title is, but she's over Laura. It went really well. My best advice to give is be outgoing, be a completely different person. If you're not already outgoing and you really want this job, be extremely outgoing and be just passionate about makeup. If you're passionate about makeup, they're gonna hire you. I had no prior cosmetic experience to this one. other than doing like my own little thing, like. But as far as like being in an actual position of cosmetic world, no, I have not. So they gave me a chance. You don't need a portfolio, but it can help you. I did show them a mini portfolio that I had, which I also think okay, it's raining pretty bad out there. I did have a portfolio that I gave them, and it did help because I took the initiative to show them some work, because I was like, hey, I don't have cosmetic experience, but I do know how to do this, and I'll show you. So I showed them my portfolio. They loved it. They loved me, and it was just an amazing interview. And honestly, like, I knew I had the job because their faces told me exactly what I needed to know. You've already interviewed with the Macy's manager, and now it's time to interview with the counter manager. As far as like clothing that I wore at Macy's, you have to wear all black, or something colored, like a colored shirt with like a black blazer or a cardigan, but you have to be in black. So for my interviews, both of my interviews, I did wear all black. For my makeup, I didn't want to be too dramatic, but I wanted to be kind of out there a little so that they knew what I could do. You always have to remember that you are your own business card, and the way you have your face looking is how everybody's going to perceive that you can do makeup or not. I made sure that I had every aspect of makeup on: foundation, concealer, eyeshadow, mascara. No, I had lashes. I was already into lashes at that point. So I did all of that. I did everything. I did my face to the 9. Perks. We do get a discount. It's pretty cool because you get to take samples from like different counters, experiment with higher end makeup without having to pay. I have yet to buy foundation since I've been working here because I just live off of samples. It's amazing. It's once you get it, it's definitely really fun. What you have to say is that you have to understand that it's not just about makeup, it is about sales. This also was my first sales position, but it honestly comes so natural if you really believe in the products, or if you really know what you're talking about as far as makeup, because it doesn't really feel like you're selling. It just feels like you're talking to a girlfriend about a certain product that you really like, that you really want them to try. So it doesn't really feel like I'm selling. I don't want to take advantage of someone, basically. But if you're into selling and you do like makeup, then it's a perfect job for you. But I'm not really into it for the selling, but I do hit my because you do get goals, like selling goals. I do hit my goals all the time, just because I really do believe in the product, and I probably could sell my butt off of with Laura, because I really do believe in everything, and I love pretty much everything that she has to offer in her line. The main thing is, if you can apply makeup really well, you're gonna sell, because if they like the way you did their concealer, they're gonna want to buy that concealer because they think that that's what makes them look like that, which sometimes it is, and then sometimes it's just all about your technique, because some people will go home and be like, oh, I tried that and it didn't look right. Well, you just have to show them that the technique that they used is not right, or it's not suitable for that product. Macy's, they do like open the credit lines and stuff, like opening credit cards. They're not really honest that bad about it, but we do have to do it. It does affect us in some way or another. So just keep trying. It's gonna work. Also keep in mind that you are applying for a job where there's about 85-95% females, so it can get a little messy, it can get a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you. I first came into this thinking like, okay, cool, like it's a bunch of females. I didn't even think once that, hey, this could be a mess. But you know, you have people that like to stir the pot up a little bit, so just be prepared for that. Females are vicious, and it's just how it is. The cosmetic world is just, it's a whole different kind of place to work in. So if you're used to that, or if you don't really care, just keep focused. If you're there for cosmetics, be there for cosmetics. Don't get into the gossip, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a situation once or twice where you're gonna run into. So that's just my advice to you guys. If you guys are applying or hoping to apply or did apply, got an interview or whatever, let me know below. I want to know. I think it's really cool and really exciting. So yeah, that's it. I hope I covered base on a lot of the questions that you guys had. If there's any other questions that I didn't cover that you may want to know, leave a question below. Yeah, so that's it. I will talk to you guys soon. Be sure to keep the requests coming, because they're helping me out a lot, because I really did not know what else to make videos on. But anyways, that's it. Bye. Oh my gosh, there's this huge lightning outside. Hey y'all, so today, excuse me, I'm going to be doing, what am I doing? Oh, so I have some questions that I get a lot of asking.